Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building something a bit out of my comfort zone in Brindleton Bay. So, I love Brindleton Bay. It's such a beautiful world and I haven't built here in a while, I think. So when I got this kind of request commission sort of thing from a follower on, I want to say Twitter, I was quite excited, but also very much scared because she or they wanted me to build them kind of like a Hampton style home. And that's a style I've never done before, like ever. And I was terrified, to be completely honest. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try, but I cannot promise it's gonna look good. But I think it turned out pretty cool. It's not a style that I do normally, as I said, but I don't know. I think it turned out pretty cool. It's like a big home for 6 Sims and a dog. Sorry, 7 Sims and a dog. So it's quite big and it's very light and airy, which is something I haven't done in a while either. Because with autumn, being here and now sort of winter because it's gotten pretty cold in here, the last couple of days. So it's kind of hard to go for lighter, colorful color palettes because it just feels weird with the cold and with like the weather, so I was excited to try something else because that's something they requested. They wanted a very light color scheme with like blues and sage green and like turquoise, so like very light color scheme with these kind of very cute colors, which I reflected on the doors. I used the ones that came with the Growing Together pack, and I was very excited how they looked. And I also used these shutters that came with horse range. I sized them up with the tool mod to make them a bit bigger to kind of fit the windows that I used that are from Cats and Dogs, and I love the look of that. It kind of also matches with the roof texture that I use, and I don't know, as I said, it's not a style that I would normally go for, but I am so enjoying these commissions or like requests from followers because it's so much fun trying different styles, and yeah, it's fun. I highly recommend taking requests because sometimes it can get you out of your comfort zone into a style that you would normally not go for, but you realize that it's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I highly recommend it because so far it's been a blast. I've done this, and I also finished a kind of modern gothic home in Forgotten Hollow, which was the first time I ever built in Forgotten Hollow, and I was very skeptical. It's like, you know what? I mean, I'm gonna try, but I cannot promise it's gonna look good. But honestly, I am obsessed with the home. I absolutely adore how it turned out, the one in Forgotten Hollow. It looks amazing. It's super cute. So yeah, I will share that after Christmas though, because now I'm working on a build kind of for preparation for the For Rent expansion pack. I know I'm a bit of a late to the game, but I just been a bit busy in the last couple of weeks and I didn't have the time to pre-build. So next week we're gonna have something for the new expansion pack, and then I'm gonna do a build with the new expansion pack. I would like to kind of respect the style of the new world, whose name I already forgot. Tamalog, I think it's called. It's gonna be a handful to remember all of these names of worlds because there are so many of them now, even for packs. So yeah, I hope I don't forget the name. So yes, the week after that, I'm going to do a build with the new expansion pack, and then I have some other kind of wintry builds planned, so that's why the Gothic home, even though it's finished now, it's gonna be on the channel in January. I'm gonna mention it in the future videos, but I'm gonna take a break in between Christmas and the New Year, so there's not going to be any videos or content in that week. So the last video is going to be on the 22nd of December, I want to say. Yes, so it's only the 22nd of September, December, not September, December, and then the next video is going to be the week after New Year's, so that's like 5th of January, something like that. Yes, I want to take a break, and I also feel like not a lot of people actually watch videos in this period because, you're with your family, so I feel like it's a bit pointless to try and put out a video and keep up with the schedule when it's Christmas time. Anyway, so I built this on a 40 by 30 in Brindleton Bay. As I said, the 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house, and it comes in at 185,075 simoleons, so it's quite pricey. But there is 1 master bedroom and 1 guest bedroom downstairs, and upstairs you have space for 3 kids. So you could move in kind of generations in here, because the person I built this for wanted a guest room, but you could use the guest room basically for grandparents if you wanted to. So yes, that's kind of what my thought process was, that you could use it as a generations home, or you can use the guest bedroom as a guest bedroom, because I think with the growing together pack you can kind of have relatives come over, or like grandparents come over, so I think that would be the perfect place where to place them. Here I am adding kind of like a gazebo situation that is covered, where I'm gonna place some barbecue items and things like that, so that the Sims can, you know, have a nice time outside. I also made a little pond, which I absolutely love, and I'm also adding some stuff for the kids, like a swing and the monkey bars, and we're moving on to the interior. I'm very proud of this build. Because it's kind of not the style that I would normally do, but also because I made this light color scheme work. This is a wood tone I absolutely love. It's super cute. It's like very gentle, but it's not something I usually can make work, because for some reason it just looks weird, the tone. But here, for some reason, I'm not sure how many times I'm gonna say for some reason, sorry about that. So I just don't know why here, but it looked nice with the appliances and things like that, and it kind of also worked with the color palette that my follower asked for. So yeah, I'm very happy that I got to use this wood tone, because I don't get to use it very often. I also kind of try to keep the clutter a bit toned down compared to my usual builds, because I know this is going to be used for gameplay. You know, someone is actually going to be playing in it for sure, you know. So that's why I kind of wanted to make sure that I wanted to make sure that it's not like buggy, and especially because the house is quite big, I wanted to make sure that it's not too cluttered, so that, I don't know, maybe the game can lag. I don't know, I have no idea. I don't play the game very often, but you know, I just wanted to make sure that it's not kind of annoying to play in when you play. And you can always delete clutter from my builds if they are lagging for you, but I don't usually build like huge builds, so I don't think that's that big of a problem. I think it's gonna be a problem with the new expansion pack, because since you can have up to 6 households on one lot, so there's like what, 48 Sims, I think. Yes, so that's a lot of Sims on one lot. We'll see how that works, especially for like not so powerful computers and things like that, but we shall see. They're just adding finishing touches to the kitchen, and we're going to move on to the living room. I've been having a very rough week, I want to say. I talked about it in my previous videos. I've had the practicum, which is sort of like an internship at a school, and I had a blast. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and I really didn't want to go back to school, like to my actual university, because that I'm dreading. And yeah, I came back the first week and I'm already feeling like shit. It's not fun. I feel tired all the time because my classes are late, and I'm just not enjoying this at all. So I cannot wait to be done with university, because honestly, I feel like I'm burnt out from university. Other stuff, it's fine. When I was prepping for my like classes or like lessons at the practicum, I was enjoying it very much, but here I just don't. I have a ton of presentations to do, I have a ton of stuff to do, and I just don't want to do any of it because it's boring. I don't see how useful it can be for me in the future, so yeah, I'm not having a great time. So yeah, I just need to survive the next couple of months. Yeah, whatever. Sorry about the rant. I really feel like I really needed to get it off my chest, because I don't really have a lot of people to talk to this about. So it was nice to share it with you. I hope someone can understand, because I feel like someone will be able to understand, because I think there are some people who are in university maybe and are not enjoying it as much as I am either. So yeah. Anyway, we moved on to the living room. I love this room of the house, although the lighting for some reason was very odd here. So one side is like very orangey with the light coming from the window, and the other is not. So I had to take the screenshots with night turned on, because it just looked so freaking weird, you know, with like sun outside. I used my favorite couches from the book Nook kit, because the person I built this for, they said that they have all the packs, which is always a dream to do commissions or like requests with like as many packs as I can. But I'm not against like restricted pack builds either. So if you want I don't know, if you want to request something with just limited packs, feel free to do that. It's also sometimes fun to restrict myself a little bit and kind of explore the packs that you might have, because, you know, that's the best way to kind of get to know a pack better. And since we now have so much of them, it's fun to kind of try and what we have and things like that. So yeah, if you are interested in commissioning or requesting me, you can kind of shoot me a message on any social media. That's completely up to you. Or you can go directly to my Ko-fi page and kind of fill out the Google form that I have linked in the posts there. But you still need to tell me that you wrote the message, because I don't check those things very often. So just write me either on Twitter or Instagram, or even on Ko-fi, you could. And yes, I'm gonna get back to you. So right now I finished a commission, and now I'm working on the build for next week, which is going to be a very exciting kind of apartment complex that I'm very, very happy with how it's looking so far. So I hope you're gonna like it too, because it's not something I've seen just yet. So we shall see if that changes before I publish it next week. So here I am working on the kind of office library area, which is again something that the person requesting this asked for. They wanted like a library room, so I kind of decided to connect it with an office, because it makes sense to have an office. You need a computer for gameplay, I feel like, I hope. So that's why I decided to kind of connect the library sort of thing with an office. And I'm just cluttering up the table, adding some decorations. They really wanted this like Hampton style, but in like a modern kind of twist. So I used quite a bit of stuff from the book Nook kit, some base game stuff, and like decorations from all over the place, I feel like. And I really liked the way it turned out. I think it's like the 5th time I'm saying this in this voiceover, but it's not a style that I would normally do, but I am very much in love with this, especially the bedrooms. So this one that kind of has access to the backyard is it's the master bedroom, and this one is actually the guest bedroom. So honestly, I gotta be honest, I love this bedroom a bit more, because I love the bed and how it kind of it feels very tranquil and calm in here, with the blues and the lighter woods and the beige and the white. It just feels so kind of serene and calming. I would love to have this as like a hotel room one day, because it's just so freaking cute. I also make sure to add kind of like music source. I'm not sure how it kind of works gameplay wise, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it looked really nice to have this record player in here. I also made sure to place a closet so that the Sims that are staying here can have somewhere to place their clothes, even though it's not really what they do in game, but just, you know, for the sake of realism. I also placed a bookcase here, and I think also some like decorations that look like storage cabinets with like towels and things like that, because I felt again that it was quite realistic to have something like that in the guest bedroom, so they can kind of choose what they want. There's also kind of like a shared bathroom from here that they share with the master bedroom, and here we are moving on to the master bedroom, which I used this bed from the modern Luxe kit, and again I love this, but the second one I just love the hints of blue in there. I'm obsessed with that. But I also love this one because I placed a yoga mat here. We also have kind of like this very cute kind of hangout reading spot here. So yeah, I love them both, but I think the guest bedroom just has a very nice vibe. That's kind of why I like it a bit more, like tiny bit more. I initially thought I would use these kind of modular closets from Dream Home Decorator, but again, the wood tone is just so weird with the lighting. So I decided to use this wardrobe from the high school years back, and these chairs from the book Nook kit with the base game little table, which I absolutely adore. It's super cute. I love that it's not as high as the other bedside tables, so I've used it quite a few times in this house. And now I'm just cluttering up this dresser, which I thought, I mean, it's like more like a mid-century modern-ish, but I thought it felt like really nicely with this like very luxurious vibe that I was going for with this bedroom. So yeah, I think that's fine. And I'm kind of carrying still the color palette that the person I did this for asked me for, which was kind of like navy blue, kind of these sage greens, light blue, beige, white kind of combo. And I think they were pretty happy. I think they really liked the build. They really enjoy it, hopefully. See, that at least that's what they told me, and I really had a lot of fun because getting out of my comfort zone is something I don't do very often on my own, kind of from my own initiative, I want to say. But these commissions and kind of requests have really pushed my kind of comfort zone and what I'm able to do. So even though I always said like, you know what, I'm not sure I can pull this off, but I will try and we will see. So, and yeah, that it ends up absolutely amazing, at least for me, hopefully for them too. And I am absolutely over the moon by the build that I created. So yeah, I'm very happy with kind of making the decision to not afford, but to have the commissions to kind of have the possibility or opportunity for people to request something from me, because honestly it's been so much fun so far. So yeah, here we are working on, I believe, the kids' bedroom, and I used this bed from Dream Home Decorator that inspired the whole color scheme, because I mean that's what I do. And here we are working on an infant room, which is very neutral, with like these white, with this blue-ish tone, but I absolutely love how it turned out. I ended up using a wallpaper from the Eco Lifestyle pack that fits with the colors, or like the tone of blue on the base game items that we got for infants. Or are they base game? Maybe they're growing together. I'm not sure. I think they are base game, whatever. Anyway, so yes, I went for like a very calm color palette that kind of fits in with the rest of the house, while the kid bedroom does not fit that much because it's like yellow and green, but it still has that like light, very fresh and kind of that feel. So I feel like that's fine. I initially thought I would make a bathroom that's accessible from the two bedrooms here, but I just didn't feel like it was necessary, and because it was such weird, like a long shape, it looked very weird, so I decided against that in the end. And here I am working on the bedroom for the teenager. So I again used a bed from the Dream Home Decorator bag, and I again went for a color scheme that fits in with the rest of the house. So this like turquoise blue color palette that I really like, and I imagine that this teenager is very much into art, so I think I placed an easel and some like decorations that resemble or like indicate their love for arts. And I thought they also loved animals, so that's why I put this tree decoration on the wall that I believe came with Growing Together. We got a lot of like family and kid stuff in Growing Together, so I think that it is from that. pack. So here is the easel. I also placed a knitting basket and embroidery basket, I want to say. The item that came with Cottage Living is, I think, what I have in mind. I think it's embroidery. And I also used this darker blue wallpaper from Michaela again to make like an accent wall. And here we are working on the last room. So here is like the biggest bathroom in the house, which also have a laundry. And here, this room, I wasn't really sure what to do with it because I already kind of met all the requirements that the person who requested it wanted. So I ended up going for like a skill building, fun room, playroom area. So we have some toys, we have also some like workout equipment, we have some fun activities for the family. So I felt like it was really nice. And also because the rooms for the kids are not that big, I didn't have a lot of space to include toys, so I decided to place them here instead, and I think it turned out pretty nice. I like doing playrooms or like family rooms, skill building rooms, whatever you want to call them in my builds, because I feel like they're very useful for gameplay. Yeah, I had a little bit of a hard time trying to lay everything out, but I think it turned out pretty cute and especially very functional for gameplay. Yeah, so very happy about that. I'm also now working on the kind of exterior areas. I've talked about it in my previous builds. I always like to come back to the exterior, like furnishings, after I've done the interior, because now I know what I did on the interior and I can reflect that style outside, because sometimes I'm not fully like decided on what I want the inside to look like when I'm working on the exterior. So that's why I usually come back to furnishing the outside at the end, because it just makes more sense to me with this, because I know that the style is going to fit with the interior as well. So I added a bunch of benches around the balconies that we have, and here I am working on this kind of like a porch barbecue area with a big table, a barbecue, like a grill, and I'm also adding a sink out here because I felt like it was quite realistic to have that outside. And I'm just adding some plants, and I think on the other side I'm going to add like a lounge area with the same couches that I used on the interior. Since this is like a covered space, I felt like I could do that. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching the video with me. If you want to download this build, you can get it on a gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. You can also request a build, as I spoke about it, either shoot me a message on social media or request it on Ko-fi, but still, please message me so that I know that you requested something. Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you don't want to miss any of my future uploads, I upload every Friday a long video, and every Tuesday a room stop motion video if you are into that as well. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you're enjoying your time with your family now. So I'm not sure why you're watching the video if you have like a Thanksgiving weekend, but whatever. I'm happy that you decided to join me here anyway, or maybe you're not celebrating. It's fine too. We don't here in Czech Republic, but it's a very nice concept, I think, Thanksgiving. So I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving, your time with family or friends or whoever you spend the time with. And yeah, have a great weekend or whatever day it is that you're having, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And we're all going live, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.